Welcome back to the University of Life Writing Center. We're now doing an overview of Chapter 8 from The Art and Craft of Writing, the third and final chapter on rhetoric, the art of communication, and this is ethos. And ethos is, the question here is like, says who, all right? So you're presenting a paper, people are going to get an impression of you. They read between the lines and they form some kind of impression, all right? It could be because of things you reveal about yourself, could be just because of your style, you know, what the content and everything you put into your paper. And this kind of, to summarize rhetoric, it has, there's this thing called the Rhetorical Triangle, right? There are three parts of any messages. One is the message itself, right? The words, the information. That's what you call the logos, right? Second is the emotional appeal of it. And who's the emotional appeal for? It's for the reader or the listener, right? So and that's pathos. And the third one is the writer, the person delivering the message, and that's ethos or ethos. And the important thing to consider is, how does a reader's perception of you, the writer, how does that influence the message, right? Does it make them more cooperative or less? More likely to believe you or less? And so forth. So let's talk about, here's some more examples of different types of ethos that you can create by the way you present things. You can come across as educated or lazy, thorough, boring, manipulative, intelligent, compassionate, fair, insightful, depressed. Okay, huge list. There's just a few items from it. And they can all influence the reception of your message, right? So people say, don't shoot the messenger. Like, it's not my fault, right? But if you're the messenger and you do a really bad job and aggravate people of delivering the message, maybe they should shoot you anyway. Listen to a couple of different examples of just some different passages, and then ask yourself, what do you know about the author by these things, by what they write? Here's one. There's no place like home, that's for sure. 2 years away at college and in the big city had dimmed too many memories, but they all came rushing back the moment I stepped off the bus in front of Thelma's General Store. I ran as quickly as my luggage would let me to my old whitewashed French porch, left my luggage on the front lawn, and ran inside to give Mom a hug. Oh, he's a sweet kid, right? He loves his mom. So that's what you know. And he's casual, and maybe that's a good thing for your paper, but maybe if it's a really formal thing, they'd be like, why are you telling us this information, right? So make sure it fits. Here's a different one. There's no place like home, that's for sure. I was shocked from the moment I stepped off the plane in South America. The poverty, the filth, and the confusion of that culture made me wonder how anyone could survive it, and I hadn't even met their terrible drivers or eaten their awful food yet. So how do you like that author? Kind of cultural centric, right? Like, not very tolerant and missing out on, blind to the beauty of differences and stuff. Here's a different one. Anaphylaxis results from an overreaction to histamine allergens and results in swelling and often contraction of the muscles surrounding the cricoid cartilage, which may lead to suffocation without the timely intervention of epinephrine or some such vasodilator. Just facts, big words, big sentence. What's your impression? Like, he knows what he's talking about, right? It sounds reasonable. Okay, so anyway, do your homework, do a good job, organize your stuff, have good logos and pathos. That's the best way to have good ethos, and nail all three aspects of the rhetorical triangle. Good luck.